I'll call the Public Safety Committee meeting to order at 7:31 p.m. this evening. Commissioner Brockington's absence, and as Vice Chair of Public Safety, I would like to begin our Public Safety Committee meeting by recognizing National Police Week and honoring the dedicated men and women of the Cheltenham Township Police Department. National Police Week is an opportunity to express our gratitude to those who wear the uniform each day and commit to protecting our communities, often in dangerous, demanding, and defiant circumstances. In that spirit, let's also remember and honor the officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty and the families who carry those losses every day. So we could just pause for a moment. Thank you. The core of public safety is built on service, professionalism, accountability, and community trust, all of which are demonstrated in every citizen's encounter by our Cheltenham Township police officers and support staff. We appreciate all law enforcement personnel, both uniformed and civilian, who work tirelessly to keep Cheltenham safe. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the residents of Cheltenham Township, thank you for your service, dedication, and commitment to the township. I ask that you take a moment to show them some love with applause. Okay, thank you. Okay, number one, receipt of reports. Police Chief, Chief Slavin, you want to say anything about your report?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Just to echo what the Commissioner just said about National Police Week, I'd like to thank the board for their acknowledgement and our residents for their acknowledgement as well this week. In conjunction with National Police Week, we held a brunch today for retired, active, and our civilian employees today as a recognition of their service to the community. So we want to keep that going, keep that alive, that tradition going there. In addition, today we had 4 of our officers awarded Montgomery County District Attorney Awards in line with Police Week as well for actions that they took in an investigation involving the Five Below stabbing we had last year. So it was a busy day for us today, but thank you very much for the acknowledgement, and I will make sure our officers know about tonight. Thank you very much. Moving on to the March report, attached is the March activity report for 2026. Are there any questions regarding the report submitted?
Chief, just a quick, not so much a question. Am I correct? Is it next week that we're swearing in new police officers?
Yes, sir. 20th at the Board of Commissioners meeting. We'll have new officers sworn in. We'll have 2 new officers sworn in at the meeting. I want to introduce you to 2 additional officers who are in Montgomery or in the Police Academy, Temple University's Police Academy right now. So hopefully they'll be successful in their training and they'll be joining us after they complete their training.
That's always a special occasion. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Commissioner Stein.
Not a question, but a thank you for including the quarterly report of the training hours and showing the wide variety of topics that the officers were trained on. So thank you very much. It's very helpful.
Yeah. I was just going to mention that to you too as well. We had over 2,900 hours of training in the first quarter for our department. Everything from de-escalation tactics to accreditation updates to canine training, to SWAT training, to major incident response training, hazardous material operations. As you see, the list is pretty substantive list. First aid, CPR. This is part of our ongoing training to maintain professionalism for our officers in our department. It never ends. We do more training now than we've ever had throughout my career. So I appreciate the nudge for this, for getting this information out. It is very important. It is an active part of what we do each quarter. So look for that for the next quarter as well. We'll update that with the trainings that we've completed in that block as well. So thank you.
Any other questions for the chief? Another comment. In reading the detailed reports, it's amazing what all of you do on a daily basis, but then the reports reveal so much more of what you do on a daily basis, and we can't thank you enough for sharing, for one, capturing that information and then sharing it with us. Any other comments from the board about our residents? Any questions on the police chief's report? Anyone? Okay. With that, I move to accept the police chief's report. Mr. President?
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. The fire marshal report for March 2026. Director Lynch, is he here? I didn't see Director Lynch. Okay. Any questions or comments about the fire marshal's report? Commissioners? Residents? Seeing none, I move to accept the fire marshal's report for March 20.
All those in favor of accepting the fire marshal report, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, emergency medical services. Chief Bartow.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Happy Police Week. Just so everybody knows, next week is EMS week. They like to bundle
Thank
all
you.
of the emergency services together.
Yes.
So next week is the EMS week. I did want to take a second to, I'm sure that most of you saw, there was a accident on Susquehanna and Fitzwatertown roads this morning involving an ambulance. It was a second alarmers ambulance. It was not a Cheltenham ambulance. And we are hoping for a quick and speedy recovery for everybody involved. Our crew did go in to assist them. And does anybody have any questions about my report?
Hey. Thanks, Chief Bartow. Residents, any questions or comments regarding the emergency medical services report? Seeing none, I move that we accept the report, Mr. President.
All those in favor of accepting the EMS report, say aye.
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 Emergency management coordinator, Ken Hellendahl.
Good
How are
evening.
you, sir? Where are
I
you?
am good. How are
Good to
you?
hear you. Yeah. Okay.
Just one quick thing to add. June begins our flood season. We have made arrangements for the gate that was destroyed that I mentioned last month. That will be put back up again. The boats and the big blue truck, and we hope that by being prepared, nothing will happen. But it's the season now through early September. So, other than that, any questions on the report?
Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Residents, any questions or comments regarding the emergency management coordinator report? Seeing none, I'll move that we accept the report for April 2026. Mr. President?
All those in favor of accepting the emergency management report, say aye.
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 Thank you. Item 2, old business. There's none listed, but does anyone have any old business related to public safety? Commissioners? Seeing none. Residents, any questions, any comments, any old business? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business 3A. Consider recommending the Board of Commissioners adopt a resolution honoring Tim Schuck for 50 years of dedicated service to the Cheltenham Fire Company. Wow. At the May 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting. Any comments, questions before we take a vote? Anyone want to add to this? No? Okay.
Well, that's
Residents, any questions, comments? Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt a resolution honoring Tim Schuck for 50 years of dedicated service to the Cheltenham Fire Company at the May 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting. Mr. President.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 3B, consider recommending the Board of Commissioners authorize advertisement and consider adoption of an ordinance amending Chapter 285, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 4, Schedule of Traffic Regulations, Section 285-43, Street and Parking Regulations of the Cheltenham Township Code to add a handicap parking space in front of 314 Cotman Avenue, South Side. Commissioners, any comments, questions anyone want to add to this? Seeing none, residents, any comments or questions? Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize advertisement and consider adoption of an ordinance amending Chapter 285, Vehicle and Traffic, Article 4, Schedule of Traffic Regulations, Section 285-43, Street and Parking Regulations of the Cheltenham Township Code to add a handicap parking space in front of 314 Cotman Avenue, South Side. Mr. President?
All those in favor of that recommendation, say aye.
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 3C, consider recommending the Board of Commissioners approve purchase orders for the following companies to be paid using asset forfeiture funds. My apologies. I'll do one at a time. One, King Shooters in the amount of $30,744 to purchase 28 rifle suppressors to aid in preventing hearing loss to officers. Anyone want to, Lieutenant Snyder, I saw your letter. Chief, anyone want to add to that? Can't hear you, Chief.
My bad. You got me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll go start off and I'll turn it over to Lieutenant Snyder for the technical end of this. The next three items you'll see on the list are asset forfeiture purchases for consideration. The first being suppressors for our long guns. We took a look at our processes. We had an employee permanently disabled as a result of a noise loss of hearing. And we've had another officer permanently injured with hearing loss as well. So we're always looking to do better at our job and what we can do to protect our people. And this came up as a result of a staff meeting we had where the idea of suppressors was brought forward to improve the safety of our officers. So that gives you an idea for that particular purchase for number one. And Lieutenant Snyder, if you want to just go just a brief recap of what that is and why we were suggesting making this recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I'm sure you're all aware, rifle gunfire is much, much louder than handgun fire. And heaven forbid there's an incident where one of our officers has to use a rifle in a defensive situation. They're not going to have time to put hearing protection on. And the risk of hearing loss, not only for the officer firing their weapon, but also other officers in close proximity is very, very high. The technology has gotten very good to where suppressors are making rifles hearing safe, meaning they can be fired without hearing protection, as well as not adding a great deal of weight to the weapon. That was the issue in the past where silencers were so heavy that it made the firearm unwieldy to handle. The suppressor we chose was also recently chosen by the FBI to be deployed nationwide for their SWAT teams. So it's undergone a lot of rigorous testing through the Department of Justice. We did the requisite bid process. We obtained 3 bids, and the recommended vendor was the lowest bidder. And as the chief said, it'll be through asset forfeiture funding, meaning there's no net cost to the township via the township's budget.
Excellent.
Thank you for that clarification.
Good stuff. Any questions, comments from the board?
Yeah.
Mr. President?
Thank you. I'll ask a question. Lieutenant Snyder, I'm just curious, what is the life expectancy, the lifespan for both the suppressor as well as the rifle itself?
So the suppressor will last longer than the rifle will. The suppressors have a lifespan of 40 to 50,000 rounds of ammunition being fired. The barrel of the rifle will usually need to be replaced after about 20,000 rounds. So the rifle itself will wear out long before the suppressor will. And with our schedule of firing, we anticipate that to be at least a 10-year interval, if not longer.
Okay. When you say schedule of firing, that obviously includes the training.
That's predominantly.
Hopefully, most of the
99.9999%.
That's the motive of operation.
Yeah, let's hope that's yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good question. Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Residents, any comments or questions on C1, the King shooters? Seeing none, I move that the board approve King shooters in an amount of $30,744 to purchase 28 rifle suppressors to aid in preventing hearing loss to officers. Mr. President?
All those in favor of approving this expenditure, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
C2, Atlantic Tactical in the amount of $5,371.86 for the purpose of a tactical four-shot launcher.
So actually, number 2 and number 3. Number 3 would be the holder for this piece of equipment. This is less lethal ammunition that would enable us to do our job more effectively. And Lieutenant Snyder, if you could just give a quick recap of what less lethal is and how this would be deployed.
Yeah,
This would also be
basically this gives us the ability to stand off from a suspect or a person in crisis who may be armed, and it allows us to use force below the level of deadly force to take the person safely into custody. Whereas before we'd have to get close and use either a taser or a baton. This allows us to use distance to our advantage and formulate a plan, and it's much safer for everybody involved. And it's really become the standard in law enforcement.
Thank you.
Do you target a specific area on the body, or do you just shoot?
No, we have very specific targeting areas for these devices because, God forbid, you hit the wrong spot in the body, it can be deadly. So we aim for very particular portions of the body that have a very, very low likelihood of causing serious bodily injury.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize and say how proud we are of our police department, because what we've been hearing tonight is the extensive training and education that goes on. And these items, we're talking about suppressors, which are protecting the safety of our officers. And then the next 2 items are what Chief Slavin so often has emphasized, the de-escalation and the idea of less lethal force. So it just struck me, and I just had to express that feeling. You guys do a great job, and you make us very proud.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, they're always looking to get better and do better. So thanks for sharing that, Mr. President. Any further questions or comments on C2? Residents, any questions or comments? Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the Atlantic Tactical in the amount of $5,371.86 for the purchase of a four-shot tactical four-shot launcher. Mr. President.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. C3, which we've talked about, tactical Taylor in the amount of $93.48 for the purchase of 40 millimeter 12-round bandolier.
Yes, sir. It's a carrier, basically, for the piece of equipment that we're purchasing in item number 2. So it would be how they would carry that item.
How do you pronounce it?
Bandolier.
Okay. All right. I hope I won't have to say that.
Bandolier belt. A belt would be good.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions or comments from the board on C3? Any questions on the belt? Residents, any questions or comments on the belt? Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners approve tactical Taylor in the amount of $93.48 for the purchase of 40 millimeter 12-round bandolier belt to be used with the tactical four-shot launcher. Did I blow it?
No, you did good.
President?
Nailed it. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. Okay. C4, Northwestern University School of Staff and Command in the amount of $4,700 for a sergeant to attend training. Chief?
Yes, sir. This is part of our succession planning. I'm big on developing our sergeants. They're our strongest asset within the police department as far as leadership goes. I'm trying to prepare them for next level command so they can seamlessly step in. This is a nationally recognized training. I've talked to the board about this in the past. I've tried to send sergeants to this the last few years. We've been successful in doing that using asset forfeiture funds to cover the cost of this training. This is career development for our people. We're the better for it. They're the better for it as well. So it's anticipatory training for them for their next level as well as their current level as well. So something that we find is a value, and I think I would ask the board to consider this purchase.
How long is the training, Chief?
It's 10 weeks, but it's 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off. So it takes a little while to get it done. They want people to come back to work, catch up, and then go back to the training again. So it's intensive. It's an academically challenging course. They have to apply themselves and do homework and papers and such like that. So I think this is a worthwhile suggestion.
Wow. Is it local?
This one here is in Delco, I think. This one, Montgomery County is in the process of finally getting getting this off in Montgomery County, and hopefully in the next year we'll see a Montgomery County class there at the fire training area. There's a big push right now through Montgomery County chiefs to get this program in Montgomery County. A lot of it's been held in Bucks County and other satellite locations. Montgomery County is finally getting into the game. Hopefully we can send our people there for the next class. And they're also working on a grant for the next class as well to hopefully reduce some of the pricing on that. So we'll see how that goes out as well. I just got that information today and speaking to other chiefs that they're going to try to do that as well. So stay tuned on that. A little later on down the road in 27, probably we'll be looking to add another sergeant to that as well.
Have other officers on our force attended this training?
Yes, sir. I'm a graduate. Lieutenant Snyder's a graduate. Lieutenant Schaefer's a graduate. Lieutenant O'Neill's a graduate. Sergeant Barr's a graduate. Sergeant Moore's a graduate. Sergeant O'Keefe is a graduate. We have quite a few. And it's that's what we want. We want our people well trained and prepared to take on the next level, command level leadership.
Great stuff. Any questions, comments? Residents, any questions, comments? Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners approve Northwestern University School of Staff and Command in the amount of $4,700 for a sergeant to attend training. Mr. President?
All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Okay. 3D. Consider recommending that the Board of Commissioners approve purchase orders for the following companies to outfit Patrol Supervisor Vehicle 2609 to be paid using the police donation account. Chief, you want to expound on that?
This is a new vehicle. We switched to a newer vehicle. So to outfit this vehicle with emergency equipment, storage devices, and all the things that we need to have our office on wheels. This is the cost of the installation, the purchase of equipment, and the graphics that say Cheltenham Police on the side of the vehicle. So actually, item 1, 2, and 3 are all interrelated to that one vehicle, 2609 vehicle. It's a brand new vehicle we had just purchased. So it's the upfitting costs.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Board? Residents, any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President, I move that we approve D1, Havas Inc. in the amount of $10,738.17 for the parts to outfit Patrol Supervisor Vehicle 2609.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay. D2, CNC Technologies in the amount of $7,912.13 for the labor. I guess there's no need to expound on that. But if you like, Chief, all is well.
Exactly as I said, that would be 1, 2, and 3 are all interrelated to the costs involved with upfitting this new vehicle. They're all the same.
Okay. So I move that CNC Technologies, the board approve in the amount of $7,912.13 to CNC Technologies for the labor of this transaction. Mr. President?
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. D3, Traditional Sign Company in the amount of $2,600 for the installation of graphics. Is that wrapping the car?
Yes, with the Cheltenham Police logo.
Okay. Any questions or comments, board? Residents? Seeing none, I move that the board approve $2,600 for the installation of graphics via Traditional Sign Company, Inc. Mr. President?
All those in favor of approving that expenditure, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
In the spirit of Commissioner Chirico, is there any other new business? So if you don't know what that is, I missed this some time ago and I'll never forget it. I went over new business, didn't ask if there was any other new business, and Commissioner Chirico called me on it. So is there any other new business, anyone? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to Citizens Forum. Citizens Forum is now open. Anyone that wants to speak about anything, you have 3 minutes. Just raise your hand, physically or virtually. Seeing none, I move to adjournment of the Public Safety Committee at 7:58 p.m. Mr. President?
All those in favor of adjourning the Public Safety Committee, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.